let's get to it then.
Yep. I got some funny talk. I got some shit to go off of.
All right, well, let's get it then. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, this is the Generational Gap Podcast. I am one half of your hosts. My name is Chris.
My name is Dre.
And we are here with you on the July 30th date? It's the 1st of August?
July 31st.
July 31st.
Yeah.
Damn, we both all fucked up. Okay. July 31st.
No, you said the 30th, and I was trying to finish you with the first. Yeah, 31st.
Understood. All right. July 31st, 2022. Make no mistake. Coffee and Red Bulls on deck. Drank. Done. So we're just going to get straight to it. You got bullshit this week?
I do have some bullshit. And since we were talking about the whole Brittany Reiner thing and how people were joking on Twitter about LeBron, did you see what Donald Trump had to say about LeBron?
No. What did he say now?
Oh my God, this was one of the. I think I can play it into the mic, but.
And I'll tell you what, if I were ever, I'd be the greatest women's basketball coach in history. Because I don't like LeBron James. I like Michael Jordan much better. But I'd go up to LeBron James. It doesn't matter. I'd say, LeBron, did you ever have any desire to be a woman? Because what I'd love you to do is star on my team that I'm building up. I will have the greatest team in history. They'll never lose. Nobody will come within 70 points of this team. Now we have to change that, and we have to make it okay to talk about it. You know, the young lady I was talking about is afraid to talk about it. She's shunned and she's canceled when she talks about it. This is crazy. Right, Kellyanne? I see.
What is this nigga even talking about?
Bruh, people were saying it's a glitch in the simulation. Like, something just broke in the simulation. Like, what the...
Let's get to it. What is the deal with Donald Trump when he rambles? Sometimes it doesn't even fucking make sense. And trust me, we're not doing this. I'm a Trump fan. I'm a Biden fan, because I'm gonna get to Biden in a second, because this whole thing with the COVID shit is fucking hilarious. But let's start with Trump. I could not cohesively keep up with what he just said. I don't even know what the fuck that meant.
The fact that he is a presidential candidate and talking about creating a women's basketball team
with
and
LeBron James.
having a man play for his women's basketball team, like, it's just kind of one of those things. Like,
I don't, like I said, I think it was basically, if I know anything about Trump, he was going for LeBron. He was coming for LeBron and just kind of had to step back. He put it out there, hey, Michael Jordan's better, go fuck yourself, and then kind of went with like some extra shit. But it just fell off to where it was just a train with no brakes.
Oh, I mean, again, glitch in the simulation. What is... Nobody will come in 70 points of this team. It will be the best women's basketball team ever.
What does that mean, bro?
Why?
Why? Okay. All right, cool.
Like,
sounds good. Now, what are you doing for the country, G? Like, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, let's talk about the politics. Let's talk about your plans. But enough about Trump, because, I mean, shit, it is what it is. Yeah. Let's talk about the guy who is in office right now, who is
isolated,
pushing your vaccines, pushing you to get stuck in the arm, which I'm not against. I am vaccinated and boosted. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit with you. However, enough is enough. I got my vaccinations, 2 doses, whatever how that worked, and then I got my booster shot. Now I read from everybody that you need to get a booster shot 6 months.
I am unboosted.
Kill the noise. Not getting a shot every 6 months for the cold. And I know the COVID is more than a cold. I'm only being biased by saying that everybody besides me and my wife have caught COVID. My mom, who's in her 60s, has caught COVID. So
I have caught COVID.
This man has. And again, yeah, it sucks for 3 days. And then you're kind of like, all right, I'm over it.
I mean, personal experience with COVID was more or less, I don't know. I know people who lost their taste and their smell, but literally for me, I had like a runny nose in the morning, like when I had COVID, and I was more or less just in the house chilling, like
playing hella 2K.
Playing hella
2K all day.
It was hilarious. When we found it was some cold shit how I found out I had COVID. I found out I had COVID on the Friday of December 31st.
Yeah.
So the day of New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I took a COVID test. I forgot why, but I went to a party recently, and then I think somebody caught COVID, and we had a at-home test. I was like, fuck it, whatever. And then took it, tested positive. But I feel like the greatest thing about my COVID was I had my parents, him and my mom, bring up a whole ass setup. Had them bring both my consoles up, brought me a little monitor, set it up in my room, and I was good. But COVID wasn't fun just for the fact that I had to stay in the house for 10 days.
Right. Yeah, that's
But there is people who actually like was hospitalized and shit. Luckily, I wasn't one of those folks.
True. And I'm not making light of that. I'm not trying to down anybody who's either lost their lives or become deathly ill, either bounce back or have bad long-lasting effects. I get it. I'm not trying to be insensitive. However, what I am saying is that for me personally, how it's been explained that everybody needs to get a booster every 6 months. That's not the case.
Nah, I'm straight.
I think you know your body, you know your immune system. If you feel that you need to be vaccinated or boosted every 6 months, do so. If that's what you need to survive, you need that to feel good, you need that to have some comfort, whatever, you do what you need to do. I ain't never been that guy. Me personally, I don't need that shit every 6 months.
Yeah, no.
I'm Gucci. So with that, what I'm trying to say is that there was a press release saying Joe Biden would like to thank his 4 vaccine shots for his 3rd case of COVID last week, as well as his rebound 4th case this week. Now, if you gonna tout this shit and just say like, I remember Biden saying, yo, if you get the COVID shot, you ain't gonna get COVID. If you get boosted and vaccinated, you ain't gonna catch this shit. He's caught it more than anybody I've ever heard of. The fact that he keeps saying that shit and then it gets smacked in his face is like, bro, maybe you should just calm down talking about it.
Yeah.
Because now you just look, in other words, on a normal basis, you just a regular dude, you just talking that shit. Okay, he's just one of them cats. You're the president of the United States. The shit you say has long-lasting effects with the way people see things.
Especially people who are supporters.
Right.
I was finna use a whole different word.
Right,
but
right,
let me
right.
Keep it a little more professional.
Well, you know, I knew what you was going for.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have all these things to say, it needs to be kind of on point. Like, so when we watch you go, yo, if you get this vaccine or these boosters and you pushing this shit on people, you ain't going to get COVID. And your ass got 4 shots, 3 shots, whatever the fuck, however many rounds, and you caught it 3 times and now caught the 4th. Because what, he had it a 3rd time and then like 2 days passed and he was like, oh, I'm Gucci, I'm coming out the house. And then all of a sudden he tested positive again.
Yep. And he's like, I'm going to isolate myself again.
Yeah.
I actually seen that this
playing with the dogs and shit. I'm like, bro, what about the dog? Now the dog got COVID. You ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
You know, what did the dog do to you? You just gave the dog COVID because you lonely? You ain't shit for that. But yeah, I just kind of feel like, bro, I don't know. I'm very unhappy with the leadership right now. I've talked this before. We talking this gas price shit. You done brought the gas up to 7 from 4 and then brought it down to 5 and said I brought gas prices down. No, the fuck you didn't.
Nah.
You didn't bring them down.
Not at all.
The smoke and mirrors don't work, G. And you know, I know it's not just Joe Biden. And everybody's got conspiracy theories about why gas prices are up. Whoa, 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 whoa. You the leader. This is what you got elected for. This is what you pushed for. This is what you asked people to vote for you for, because you're going to be able to make the tough decisions and make shit run around here. Bring the gas prices down.
Please. At the least.
I'm not looking for you to end no wars in Russia or Ukraine. I'm not looking for no miracles. All I know is that gas prices are ridiculous. People are struggling just to get to work to pay their bills. You got to understand that. Bring this shit down. What we need to do.
$70 a tank.
What we need to do. Where we drill for this oil at.
Yeah.
Can we get it around here?
I need that.
Need it.
Because that shit is crazy.
Stupid. You drive. How that affect you?
It's just something it's more or less like, I seen a good ass Twitter post. He was all like, the fuck I'm gonna do, not pay the price? What am I gonna do, walk?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna have to.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay that price.
I know you like conspiracy theories.
Oh no, I love conspiracy theories.
Can I drop one on you?
I'm pretty sure is it the Tesla one?
It's along those lines.
Okay, go ahead.
Gas prices go up, and electric car sales go up as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've been talking about how the United States wants to push this new green la. And
is it the police one?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just basically like the correlation between gas prices going up and all these electric vehicles rolling out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm kind of going, because I know that California, by 2035, they said that they want
all cars to be,
no more cars sold in California will be gas powered. So is this like a thing to where, hey, let's hike up the prices on gas so people start turning their heads toward these electric cars so we could get the ball rolling?
Okay, you want to go deeper into that conspiracy?
Let's get it.
I'm not sure if I talked about this on here, but I don't know if I talked about with you separate from the podcast. But
yeah, the lines get kind of blurred because we be talking a bunch of shit all the time.
Yeah, but to get deeper into that theory, they're pushing electric cars more on you.
Yeah.
Okay, like let's say this is just a good example. They're pushing electric cars more on you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, I don't know, you're one of those criminals, whatever you want to say. You're getting chased by the cops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Remember this one? They can just dead switch your shit.
Yeah.
And your shit would just stop.
Right.
Now, if you want to get deeper, really deeper, what if some shit happens where they have to contain you in a certain area and they just dead switch all of your fucking cars
and lock off your shit?
Yeah. And now you got nowhere to go because your car is dead.
And you in the car, windows are locked, doors are locked.
Mm-hmm. It's over with. You're done. You're a sitting fucking duck. So if you want to take that one a little deeper, but
yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, it was kind of when you thought about it like that, and they have pushed the advertisements for electric cars were like pushed up like 200% like the last 2 years or some shit.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, I think of an electric car like an iPhone.
Yeah, like
so if you really if you want to, you can tap into somebody's phone or doing all this extra shit, right? You could tap into somebody's car.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not that hard for somebody who has very good computer skills.
Drive that bitch right off of a cliff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You in it and you like, yo, I can't control the car no more.
Yeah.
Why am I heading off this cliff?
Yeah, I don't know. It's when you think about it like that, when I heard that one, I forgot where I found that one at, but it was just like, I heard that, I was like, it doesn't, like, it makes sense.
Get out your nose, nigga.
My shit's itchy.
I really, like I said, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist, but some shit just points to certain directions and you'd be like, bruh, this is obvious.
Yeah.
It's like, crazy.
Why are we no more gas?
So how do you feel, man? Like you just turned 18. You're in the prime time of driving, trying to get to new places, doing shit. What you feel about like gas powered cars versus electric cars? Are you interested in an electric car? Like,
100%. I definitely. There's a line in the song. It's like that Tesla got the self-driving. You ain't got to park it. I don't know. Tesla's always been interesting, but after I've heard that one, and also it's like the whole self-drive thing. Like, I don't know about all that. But
you heard about the cat that was self-driving and he fucked around, got drunk as fuck, sat in the passenger seat, and then let the motherfucker take him home, and the cops. He was drunk, passed out in the passenger seat, so the cops had to pit the car, get in front of the motherfucker so that it stopped, and then they arrested him, and he was like, bro, I'm not driving. And I kind of was like, does he not have a point?
Oh, he has a point.
Like, to me, I'm kind of going, bro, that was lightweight responsible. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it was.
Like, you get in the car, you put it in the GPS, you in the passenger seat, and you like, yo, take me
10
home.
o'clock, not too many cars at night.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. Just take me home. I can't drive this bitch.
Right. 10-minute drive.
I don't understand. Like, y'all pushing this shit and you want these cars on the road, autonomous. You'll let autonomous cars drive around San Francisco, mapping the fucking area and doing all that shit.
Right.
But this man can't get in his car drunk and keeps people safe.
Right. And he's not behind the wheel either.
Right. And I didn't understand how he got arrested for that shit. I was like, bro, that don't sound right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. Shit, I don't know what parts of the laws he did break by doing so. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. That's some court shit. You have to really.
Yeah, you'd have to be there.
Since we started off with some serious shit, I'd like to get into more bullshit.
Oh no, we was on bullshit. When you talk about President Trump talking about LeBron, I want you on a fucking female basketball team. That we started with bullshit. Trust me.
Yeah. But okay, the reason why I wore this jacket today is because something crossed my mind.
All right.
Hype beasts.
Okay.
How do we feel about the current state of just clothing, fashion in general? Like, okay, this jacket is price point at $700. We're not going to talk about if I paid the price for that, but
okay,
this jacket is $700.
Right.
To you, would you ever pay this much for a fucking jacket?
So this is a good generational gap conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. No.
There's some things I will pay an astronomical price for that I'm very passionate about, so I'm not passing judgment.
Like?
So I'm really
fashionly.
Like, fashionly? Okay.
Yeah, fashionly. Like that you'll pay a good amount that you're like, you wouldn't normally pay for something.
You know what's funny about me? I don't give a fuck too much about clothes. Like, I got this sweater at Target.
Yeah. Do you know what anime that is?
Yeah, My Hero Academy.
Academia.
I'm sorry?
My Hero Academia. But
I say academy because I can't say academia.
Yeah, okay. But continue.
Yes. I don't give a fuck about this sweater. I bought it at Target because it looked dope.
All right.
Have I ever watched this show? No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
But I fucks with it.
All right.
It just looks dope.
Okay.
I bought this white t-shirt, undershirt at Kohl's. Right?
Right.
I don't wear normal jewelry. I wear a fucking shark tooth necklace that your grandma bought me in El Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is fly as fuck to me.
All right.
I'm really not too big on like gold chains and shit. I don't wear rings. I actually tattooed my wife's name on my finger so that
Show it to the camera.
Yep, right there.
It's like a fucking Green Lantern ring.
Yep, bam. Because I don't like wearing rings, so I just said, fuck it. Instead of a wedding ring, I will put your name here, and you can. Don't ask me shit about no wedding ring ever, please. And I got an Apple Watch. I don't even got, like
This shit don't even work.
It worked. Fuck you mean? Cause I just bought this. But the only thing, and then what? These jeans, I bought these at Ross for like dub.
All right. You might as well show the shoes. Might as well show the shoes.
All right. These, yeah, I cashed out for these.
Uh-huh.
But I'll cash out for some kicks.
Right.
But I'm not finna cash out crazy amounts of money. Like even that Cookies hoodie.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that one up.
I wasn't finna buy that, but your mom was like, okay, well, it's Father's Day, so I'll buy it for you. Like, I was like, are you? And even then, I was like, are you sure you want to pay $120 for this fucking jacket?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was kind of like, 120 is deep. But she was like, no, it's cool. So shit like that, I'll get a $120 jacket on like Father's Day, my birthday, or some dumb shit like that.
Right.
But we not finna do this on a constant basis.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Well, we went to the mall the other day. I wasn't finna buy shit from Shoe Palace until I seen them Step Brother t-shirts. I was like, them is clean, but I know they want $40 a piece for them bitches.
Yeah.
And they were on the $10 rack. I went, oh, let me get two.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll do that.
Right.
Like, I definitely can look for some shit that's dope, but it ain't expensive. Okay. That's my taste. I will cash out for kicks because I'm still a sneakerhead. But
right.
Besides everything else, I'm cool. Give me
Okay.
a nice little graphic t-shirt and some regular ass jeans.
Okay, so let's get into the kicks part.
Okay.
What have you ever been influenced by some hype? Like, okay, I will personally admit, I never had a pair of Dunks, but I've always, like, when they came out, like some clean pairs came out, sneakers, I've always went for them.
Okay.
I've never looked at Dunks until they started becoming trendy. Have you ever got influenced by a certain trend/style that's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to try that?
Yeah, I guess so. Like Jordans, my pops never bought me Jordans.
Right.
So yeah, once I had enough money to afford them, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I want those. And I think that's kind of where it comes from.
Okay.
Not just my admiration for Michael Jordan, but his kicks were always clean.
Right.
So yeah, when I got to a certain age, I was like, oh. So like, for instance, the Griffey sheen, you know me and my Griffey collection.
Right.
Nobody's that deep.
Yeah.
On Griffey's.
Nah.
I am the one. Okay.
I am.
I am. So when somebody else starts jumping on the Griffey train,
right.
and I'm seeing that lately, I'm like, you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I would like that to be my
I will definitely admit that this man has been on Griffey since I was a kid, and now they're coming back. Yeah.
And I'm hot. I'm upset.
Yeah.
Because I go places, people are like, God damn, don't clean as a motherfucker.
Yeah, everywhere we go, if you're wearing some Griffeys, oh, I see what the Griffeys about.
Yep. But yeah, I haven't really been influenced by people's other people's habits. Like I said, that's about as far as I can take it.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like the skinny jean era came in, I was like, I was at an age already, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do skinny jeans.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
big nigga.
it's just it can't happen.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm ever influenced by other people. Sometimes slightly, like I might see something and that's dope. Yesterday I was at the gym and Dre had some dunks on. He had some Paul Rodriguez with us, and those were clean as fuck.
Right.
I'm not finna pay $750 for them though.
Right.
So I was just like, I admire. That's what's up. I've seen shit on TV. Good Girls and Evil. We watched them shows, me and Mom. And I have seen Blazers, Nike Blazers that I would never wear.
Making a turn.
I see people wearing them with jeans, and I'm like, oh, that kind of looked dope.
Right.
So I am influenced. I ain't pulled the trigger yet, but I have a couple in my cart where I'm kind of like, yeah, I might buy these.
Okay.
So very small influences, but again, we still talking about sneakers. I still haven't really got to a point where I've seen clothing.
What about cookies?
Nah, I'm not crazy impressed.
Okay.
How much cookie shit do you see me with?
Yeah, that's true. I feel like the cookie shit for me is not same what we were talking about outside, like the True Religion era.
Tap.
That's not picking up at all.
Okay, well, still, the True Religion, what?
The True Religion area, that shit, like, I found that so funny because again, I was telling the story outside, but I remember some dude tried clowning me because I had Levi's and he had some Trues on, and it was just like, yeah,
some hype shit. But where's True now?
Oh, True's having a sale every week.
Right.
A 50% off sale every week.
You can get the Trues at Ross now.
Oh, yeah. Like
and
that
Marshalls.
That shit's over with now.
But Levi's are still going hard as a motherfucker.
Right.
So figure me out.
Yeah, it's one of those trends. Like Jordan 1s were not that thing.
No, they weren't. That's another thing. Like I see Kev has a deep collection of Jordan 1s.
I know he's mad.
What?
I know he feels some type of way that they made a return.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when you work that hard, I know it because of the Griffey shit.
You feel it.
I'm at 25 pairs of Griffeys, and all of like I have stocks. I have fucking
double pairs.
I have double pairs. Certain ones I stock. Some of them I rock. I have damn near all the colors. If I find a color in size 12, even if I don't like the color, I'm still buying it because I'm like, I need that. It's a collector thing.
Right.
So yeah, Kev is on some similar shit. I think I've looked at Kev's ones when he comes to the court, and I'm like, those clean as fuck.
Right.
But there is something inside of me. It's like, bro, I've never really gotten into ones. Right. So how dare you jump on them now? You know what I mean? Like, it's just not one of my, like I have thought about it. Like, but I got a fat ass foot. So I'm just not going to put myself in that position where I'm going to spend $250 and then be like, I don't even like these. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's definitely a thing, but I don't know, man. Like I kind of feel like besides shoes, nobody can influence me to grab some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
How about you? Do you see? I mean, you're in a social climate where you see people rocking certain shit, and especially at that age, people are on to the next thing faster than a motherfucker. I've solidified my style at this point, so there's really nothing that you can do to sway me from that. Because if I start moving shit around and start doing new shit, I look like a fucking sucker.
I feel like I solidified my style enough to the point where it's like I can throw the new shit but make it my own. Yeah. Like, okay, with the fitted hats. Mm-hmm. That shit made a return. Mm-hmm. But I don't never see no motherfuckers wearing they fitted hats with a do-rag on. I barely see that shit. Okay. Like, you feel me? Like I'm gonna throw my spin on it. Like, okay. What's it called? The Travis Scotts. Yeah. That I have. I threw the pink laces. I got the matching brown and pink hat. Like, yeah. I feel like I'm always finna do something a little different. Mm-hmm. But I have my style to the point where it's like I'm gonna still get like I still like the Yeezy slides. Yeah. I still incorporated those to the point where it's like, yeah, I got that from just other people, but right. I made it more of like it's a comfy thing. I'm not finna make a fit out of it. But it's like, you feel me? Like if I'm just going out, look, but I'm just put my easy slides on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I definitely do get influenced. Like this Bape jacket. It was just like, damn, Bape is hard. If you step out with a Bape jacket, like you don't know. I get compliments on this shit everywhere I go. Like type shit, and then people are like, oh, I see you with the jacket. I'm like, oh yeah, appreciate it. But it was one of those things. Like I don't know. It's more or less, and from my age point, it's more or less. You always like you're old. You're solidified.
That's it.
You always want the eyes at my age point.
I could dig that.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to press nobody. I just want to. I want my own style to be reflective of me. I fuck with it. This is where I like to wear. I'm not trying to catch eyes and shit. As a matter of fact, I'm on some opposite shit to where I'm more comfortable if people ain't looking. Right.
And I feel like that's okay. If you're my age and you say you don't dress to impress, you're a fucking liar. Right. You're a fucking liar. I'm going to be completely honest with you, because there's nothing better than the feeling than like, you stunning on motherfuckers. Like, okay, in my Instagram bio, it's stunning on niggas till I leave this earth. Right. Like it's a joke, but it's still like funny. Like, cause I'm always dressing to like look the flyest. You feel me?
Yeah, but I wouldn't sit here and lie to you and act like I would leave the house looking like a fucking bum. I don't think there is a day where I could walk out the house in just some basketball shorts and some regular shit where I at least didn't look at it and go, okay, that looks acceptable. Right. You feel me? Yeah. Like it's just not gonna happen. Yeah. You ain't gonna see me outside my house unless I'm in my backyard looking like a bum.
Right.
You feel me? Definitely. Like I don't even go to the store looking like an asshole.
Nah, not at all. Like at the very least, I'm finna just throw an all black fit.
right. Something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you just can't let people put you in a position where you need to do this because everybody else is doing it. Right. I'm just not at that point.
Yeah, it's more or less just, I feel like just because of my age and where I'm just at, like you still.
Yeah.
Got dressed to impress. And again, if you say you don't, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah. I mean, you at least have to dress to impress yourself.
Yeah. At that point, you
off the top ropes.
Like to at least be like comfortable and confident, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Like, I won't be going nowhere. Like yesterday, I thought we was going somewhere. We didn't leave the house till like 4 o'clock. And I was just like, all right, I threw this fit on, but I'm fucking around and took like a 2-hour nap. Like, just one of those things. But the whole hype, we kind of got, not off topic. It was still fashion, but the whole hype beast thing.
Give me the definition of hype beast for anybody who's listening and doesn't, because I don't know if I really understand it to the T.
So it's more or less, I didn't explain that. A hype beast is, for my explanation and how I look at it, it's somebody who will just look at things that are hyped up, like ones, dunks, Versace, Gucci, all that shit, and just take off on it. Like that's all they're about. Like all the shit that's trendy and all the dope shit that's coming out, that's what they're on. Okay. Like that's a hype beast. Like all the dope shit. Like, and then there's this YouTuber Cash Nasty who's like one of those people who like opposite hype beast. So he's not finna get the trendy shit, but he's finna look for the dope old shit. Like I remember he got a pair of like dead stock Pantones. He was like, y'all don't know nothing about these. The Pantones 11s, the baby blue ones. Yeah. He was like, y'all don't know nothing about these. And it was just like one of those things like, oh, I forgot about those, huh? Like those are dope as fuck. And are old. Yeah. The Pantone 11s?
I don't like them. But I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Listen, they're 11s. Right. Everybody likes some 11s.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Stop playing.
So it's one of those things. And I feel like hype beast / sneaker culture is getting ruined / you can look at it both ways. Because you might, like, for example, you like this pair of Travis Scott's, but you're not finna pay a band for them. No. But you can also look at it like it's a money-making opportunity for young folks out there as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, so that's his whole shit. Right. That's his whole shit. Like, he runs that page. He got like 5,000 followers. Like, he all around the bay with it. Right. So you can look at it both ways. Like, some people, it's like, there's a downside to it, but you can look at it like, there's an upside. Some people are making monies off the fact that people are just on Twitter like, oh, this shoe's dope. And now this nigga's over here making 500 plus every whatever.
And let's not get it twisted. Yeah, like as much as I hate that shit, because if I strike out on sneakers, then I'm hot because now I got to come fuck with this other cat who used a bot or whatever the fuck and got these shoes. And now he's marked them up $200 plus for some shit that I could have just got at retail, right?
Right.
I ain't feeling that. But if we're gonna start vilifying, excuse me, if we're gonna vilify that cat, we also have to vilify like used car lots who get an M3 that's only the value of it is like 23 grand because the E46 M3, because it's a 2000 to 2006 is only valued at like 23 grand, but he wants 50 because it's got a stick and because it's got this and because it's got that. He's going to mark it up
because it came with the OG box.
Right. And because it's desirability.
Right.
You know, so he can boost that up. You can go to that lot and go, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, sell this at regular price. Fuck you, man.
Right.
So we also have to be cognizant of the fact that most of these resellers are just doing the shit that they know is going to turn a profit.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you can't really, you know, if you're going to shake a finger at them, you got to shake a finger at everybody who's marking shit up that people want. You know what I mean? So I'm not too mad at it. It's just, it's fucked up when you wake up at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah. And you want some shit to actually rock it, not just to sell it back.
Yeah. And you want it to wear it.
Right.
And other cats are buying 12 fucking pairs so that they can make a profit. You're like, come on, man.
Right. That's where I feel like it gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Like when people actually want the shoe for the shoe itself.
Right.
And not like for the profit behind it. That's where I feel like those Jackie Robinsons that came out, I was sitting at those, like those could be my first pair of Dunks just because like it's a dope pair of Dunks. I like the writing on it. Struck out.
Right.
But it was just like, oh, okay, whatever. But now you look at StockX, they're $350.
Right.
When you could have gotten for $120 plus shipping type shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
So it's one of those things, but there's a downside and there's an upside. I mean, you more on the upside if you're making money from it, but
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah.
So the hype beast culture, like it's basically like people who the shit is up. The shit is popular right now. We fucking with it real tough. It's also a thing where once that shit goes out of style, what happens to the clothes that you just cashed out hella much on?
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like it's kind of like a stock market.
So in a way, is it safe to say, like, I'm not saying I'm better than somebody else, but that's kind of my thing. Is like, bro, I'm gonna buy something that I really like, and if it's expensive, cool. But I'm not gonna do it because it's popular. Because basically, once it becomes unpopular, it's trash.
Right.
So why not buy something that's not as expensive, comfortable, something you like, and you can just keep rocking that shit. And if you're going to look down on me because it's not brand name, kill yourself.
Right.
With a dull spoon. Because I'm not finna just bow down to you motherfuckers and act like all my money, you know, especially when it comes to youngsters that ain't, you know, y'all don't pay no mortgage. Your parents still pay your phone bill, your car insurance, your gas. They bought you a car. You know, you got nothing to pay for. So, yeah, you can have some expensive shit because that's all you have to put your money toward. And your little job at McDonald's can pay for them true religions and shit like that.
Right.
But when it gets to real life situations, understand that you're going to have to sacrifice them true religions for some Levi's that you can fucking provide and put some food on the table.
Oh, yeah. I seen somebody say you don't know how expensive you get until you start spending money on yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Real shit.
It's really, you know, if you could save up a little bit after rent is due, food is on the table, clothes and shoes is on the backs and feet of the babies and shit, then yeah, if you got a couple dollars, go on and spend it on yourself.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like at that point, you ain't got a lot left. You might as well just find something comfortable. But we're not going to shame no hype beast. Like, hey, man, if that's you, if you got it like that,
right?
You know, some motherfuckers getting this crypto money, they like, man, I'm going to buy all the dope shit. Care how much it costs.
Oh, yeah.
Do your shit. Just don't put yourself in a fucking hole trying to chase the Joneses. Or, excuse me, keep up with the Joneses is the correct terminology. But yeah, I know people that, you know, I remember cats in school used to go to Macy's and just steal shit. Because they wanted it. They couldn't afford it. They're like, fuck it, I'm going to go over here and steal this Helly Hansen jacket.
Fuck it.
You know?
Right.
Back when Nautica was the shit. Things of this nature. But, yeah. What else you got? Was that the basis of your...
Yeah, it was more or less. There's still more shit to dive into, but that was one, like, I thought about it last night, and I looked at my jacket, and I was like, yeah, I'm finna wear this, because hype beast is a thing. Like, this would be considered a hype beast. I mean... Okay, not a hype beast thing. I feel like, again, if you like it, then you finna get it.
Yeah.
Like if you like it that much, like with your Levi Force.
Right.
You like them shoes so much, you really about to pull the trigger type shit.
Yeah, I will. If they come down to like 700, I will buy a $700 pair of tennis shoes because I really love those that much.
Right. And that's why I feel like it gets different to the point where hype beats and liking shit.
Right.
Like I like this jacket. I didn't buy it just because like Bape is a dope thing. Like yeah,
right. You just like the jacket.
I like the jacket. I like the half thing on it. Like that's kind of clean to me. Like so it's one of those things you can. I don't know. It's really a fashion thing. It was a good topic though. Like when I seen this jacket, I was like, okay, that's one of those things.
I can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
If we are moving along and we talking about money and things of this nature, the lottery was won by a man in. Oh yeah, eat your peanut butter cookie. The lottery was won in for $6 billion or 1.6 billion
or something like that.
I'm sorry.
So sorry for the people who hate that.
1.6 billion was the lottery jackpot, but that's not what was actually won, right?
Around 500 million, I'm thinking.
No, the jackpot was 1.6.
Right,
John. What was our numbers here? Because I know somebody in Illinois won, but I don't think they won the whole thing. I think they got. I'm not positive. I just know here in California, I know somebody in Fresno won $5 million because they got like 4 numbers or 5 numbers or some shit like that. Something like that. But I don't know the exact numbers.
5 million.
5 mil. John, do you know what numbers is out there, or who won what?
Like winnings?
Yeah.
Well, it was a $1.3 billion jackpot.
1.3. And the motherfucker in Illinois won that 1.3?
Someone in the Chicago suburb beat the odds and won 1.337 billion.
Damn. That's crazy.
And how much is that after taxes?
We talked about this before. We would have to estimate, but
I'd say like 500 mil at the least.
Oh, that's what you were going with the 500 mil?
Oh yeah, with like the least.
Yeah. Okay, that's a safe bet.
Yeah, that's
you for sure have at least 500 million.
Yeah, at least.
Yes. What was the number for our very first pilot episode? We was starting out testing mics, and we was talking. It was during the Super Bowl.
Oh, so we were talking about the motherfuckers who always at the gas station.
Nope.
Yes, who was
psych? It's not. We started off with fucking the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback.
Oh yeah.
And his contract. And his contract
50 mil every year for 10 years,
which is 500 mil. So
crazy.
He won the lottery, but he had to put in 10-year work.
Okay. I mean, hold on.
I'm gonna hold on. Everybody out there, just hold on.
Sorry. But he hasn't fully got that 500 mil yet.
Yes, within a 10-year period.
Yeah.
But every year you get 50.
Right. Like he's sleeping right now making money.
Right.
I find that so sickening. Like I remember one time.
I mean, bro, it's not sickening. Just take your ass out onto a football field and start running drills. You know what I'm saying? Like he put in the work for that shit.
Yeah. There's some blessing behind it.
Listen, the blessings, absolutely. There's a certain path you have to take. But what I am trying to say is his pops probably had him out there playing sports very early.
Oh, yeah.
There was some dedication. You got to get good grades. You got to go to college. There's a long road. It's not like, oh, yeah, somebody just came by the school, see me throw a football and said, you know what? You'd be good at fucking being our quarterback. It don't work that way.
Yeah.
So he put in some work. Give that man his flowers. But I guess what I was trying to go for was that he got a contract with all that work he put in, $500 million.
Right.
Somebody else bought a fucking ticket at the liquor store while they was buying a beer and bought $500 million.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that a motherfucker when you put that in perspective?
Oh, well, you want to put it into a worse perspective? Athletes make more money than people who save lives.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's a worse perspective if you want to take it there.
Yeah, but
You can't even say anything. G League players get paid more than
doctors.
Yeah, people who save lives.
That's crazy.
The minimum tier of basketball gets paid more than people who save lives.
I guess if you're thinking of it that way, yeah.
And some more yearly.
The lottery is a wild idea.
Oh.
Like, number one, you can't gamble.
But you can.
But you can with the government.
Right.
Right. So we're always going, oh, something should be done about this homeless. But as a whole nation,
yes,
we're going, I think I'm going to buy a ticket for $2 because it's so high right now.
Right. Right.
And then, so you buy a ticket, $2 ain't shit. When you got 330 million people buying $2 tickets.
600 mil right there.
Bro, you get a $1.3 billion as a collective.
Yeah.
And then you still pay taxes to the government. They're like, yeah, thanks. On the tax money that you get from your income.
But how do they do that? So how does it work? So you can't gamble unless you over here or over there where it's legal. But everybody can gamble when you come fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then they're like, we provide 1-800 numbers for, people who are addicted to gambling.
No, you don't. The 1-800 number is the Lotto's fucking hotline.
Did
if you're really addicted to gambling, just come fucking buy a Lotto ticket.
It's like 1-800-GAMBLER or some shit.
It's 1-800-LOTTO. You feel me?
Like, as a collective, like, the whole fucking nation can come together with a few dollars and go, yeah, we made $1.3 billion together.
Right. Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck is that?
But we can't find nowhere to house these homeless vets and homeless people.
Ain't that a bitch?
Oh, yeah,
That's crazy.
When you put some shit into perspective, it's more or less.
Like I said, we gather it 1.3.
Yep.
One person wins it, and then they're paying taxes on like 40% of it.
Yep.
And they're like, thanks for the tax money. And we've already taxed you before you got your money at work.
Yeah, don't think we just gonna give it to you and then we gonna trust you to give it back. We took it already.
And the roads are still fucked up.
Yeah.
And the schools are still shutting down. Where's I need to see receipts. Do you want to see my fucking income and my receipts? I need to see yours.
Right. No, they'll never do that.
No, yeah.
Nobody's we ain't doing that.
That shit's wild.
It is wild. I think the first part of that sentence or that statement was the wildest to me, where it's kind of like you can get arrested if the police pull up and you and your partners are shooting dice for, $30. They'll put everybody in cuffs and they're going to jail for gambling. But if you in front of 7-Eleven scratching off a fucking ticket or picking numbers, you good.
Mm-hmm.
Taking up everyone's time.
Right.
I need to go to this sneaky link. What are you doing?
We already did this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pay $20 on the pump.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I mean, there's tons of, like, in other words, I guess you could call it, oh, well, y'all paying taxes on this gambling when you're doing it with us, so we allow it. But when you're just doing it amongst friends, it's bad. I kind of see it, but it's very hypocritical as well. You know what I mean? Like, we gambling over here for $30.
How you gonna tax me?
Yeah,
for
like
$30?
you can't have poker night in your garage with some buddies.
Right. Yeah, the police run up and y'all paying taxes on this shit. Like, come on, man. What the fuck you mean?
You have an illegal gambling.
I mean, I love America. I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit, but we are very hypocritical here.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely hypocritical. I was reading on Nextdoor, some cat, young boy, he's got some mental disabilities and setbacks. He's a very sheltered cat, and his dad just now got him to start going outside and taking walks. Well, he's a young white gentleman. I think he's 14, but he's like 6'1".
Yeah. He's
really big, and they show some pictures of him. Well, he was walking down the street. He's kind of heavy. He's a really big dude. He should be playing football, but I think all of his anxiety and things like that are kind of holding that back. So that's besides the point. He's walking down the street. His dad's finally getting him to come out the house. So he's like, let's take walks. Well, his dad didn't go on a walk with him. His, kid's starting to get out there on his own. He's like, man, I'm going to go on a walk by myself. Goes someplace and is sitting against a little wall by the bushes. Somebody sees him. He's stopping. I guess he uses inhaler or whatever he's doing. Maybe he went in the bush and pissed. I don't know. But somebody called the police on him. And we go, what is he doing? And somebody calls the police. Police come up. As I stated, he's a young white kid. So, police run up. I don't know how that worked. I don't know how it transpired, but he was like, yo, I'm 14. They call his parents. His parents go pick him up. Dad posted on Nextdoor like how pissed off he was about somebody calling the cops on his kid. So, of course, I chime in because I'm a fucking idiot. I was just like, hey, man, listen, I really feel sorry for your kid. That's fucked up. I hope this is somewhat of a lesson to you about how this works, especially when you got kids that are fucking of color. My kid was pulled over at gunpoint for driving his fucking car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they ran up on your kid with their guns out. And everybody's like, why are you bringing race into this? And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm bringing race into it, but I just kind of wanted to give y'all a glimpse of like, you're mad because the cops came and questioned your son for being out on a walk. I shouldn't be mad about the cops putting a fucking gun to my kid, 3, 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's minding his business. But, everybody's like, well, you're putting race. And I thought it was very hypocritical. But as time goes on, we're seeing more and more people who are being, have their grievances with law enforcement or whoever, or government agencies. And it's kind of eye-opening that before nobody gave a fuck, or everybody kind of just assumed if you got pulled over by the cops, you was doing something wrong.
Right.
They only came out there because you was doing something wrong. Now this young white child who was doing nothing wrong, minding his business, enjoying a walk, being outside, enjoying his freedom and understanding going outside is like a privilege and something he wants to do, he gets fucked with. So now they set him back mentally from going outside. And his dad is frustrated with that. And I just kind of feel like as much as I don't like it, it is an eye-opening thing that I kind of think people need to see of like, it ain't always peaches and cream.
No.
Not every cop is crooked. We're not saying that, but we need to keep remembering that a lot of people are fucking idiots. And when they see something going on, instead of observing and kind of trying to make sure everything's good, first thing they do is call the fucking police.
Oh, this is a great time to bring this up.
Go for it.
Oh, actually, let me just say this, because shout out to all the cops trying to do some good. Because I feel like we don't like appreciate those ones enough.
See, and that's the thing, though. I agree. And I want to let you finish that statement.
It's just one of those things, like, because there has been some cool cops that I've interacted with, like at the store or just like on some, like I remember a cop paid for like my downend or some shit.
See, that's
like,
dope.
Like there's some cool shit. Like there's not always a cops trying to have that power. There is some cops trying to bring people down from thinking they have that power.
Right.
Like, trying to be, you feel me? Just like one of those things. So shout out to those. If you one of those like trying to do some good, actually good, and not trying to fuck with people just to fuck with them, shout out.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. Don't ever get it twisted. See, the thing is that we know in our culture that negative always rises to the surface.
Of course.
So you could be doing all this good shit and you probably get no press, no coverage. Nobody talks about it. You could have fucking saved 7 babies from a fire, but they definitely gonna talk about the dude down the street who hit somebody with a fucking flashlight over the head because he thought he was littering or whatever the fuck. Like that's gonna make headlines way quicker than you doing all the good in the world.
Right.
But understand that I have had numerous, maybe tenfold interactions with good cops who had nothing but positive things to say. Yes, you're pulling me over, but that's your job.
Right.
I drove like an asshole. You're going to pull me over. Like that's part of the job description. And if I go to my job and don't do what's expected of me, I get fired. So if I'm not going to sit here and bullshit with y'all, if I get pulled over because I was really doing something wrong, please be responsible for your fucking actions. This cop is not trying to fuck with you. He's pulling you over because you broke the fucking law. And the badge on his shoulder says that that's what his fucking job is. If you go to work and you don't do, hey, you work at McDonald's and you ain't flipping no fucking burgers and all the burgers are red on top and brown on the bottom, they're going to fire your monkey ass because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? If the fries are burnt every time, guess what? You ain't on fries no more. And if you keep fucking up the nuggets, hey, bro, just hit the door. The cop has a job to do too. His fries being burnt are not letting you pass when you're doing 95. You know what I'm saying? If he don't pull you over, he burnt the fries. So just understand. Good cops are existing. They out there. They doing their fucking job. If you get pulled over, if you was fucking up, be responsible enough to go, damn, that was me. And just respect the motherfucker doing his job. I guarantee 8 times out of 10, I guess, would be a sufficient number that you ain't gonna get fucked with. Nah. Just be respectful. Because really like I said, all these cats ain't crooked. Some of these motherfuckers are just doing a job. And I've always been pulled over. I've been always respectful, and I've never really I've gotten tickets, but I've never gotten harassed. There has been some very few, seldom times, and yes, those people are out there, and fuck you to who you know who I'm talking to. But if that's not you, I applaud you and I appreciate you. That's it. And again, I guess that's a statement that needs to be put out there. Is we know that y'all are out there and y'all don't get no coverage. Y'all be out in the communities playing basketball with the kids. I watch these videos. You can't get any good press from being a good guy nowadays.
You never gonna get the flowers for doing the good shit.
Negative. And that's unfortunate because there's a lot of them out there, but we appreciate it.
Like what Michael said from The Office, like we give these people's awards, like what did he say? No man, nobody gives me awards. Next thing you know, he smells something bad coming from the neighbor's house. Neighbors hang themselves due to lack of recognition.
I feel like there's some perspective on that being a cop thing.
What you mean? What's the perspective?
Yeah.
Like imagine if someone just says, hey Chris, I need you to go out there and make sure these people don't fuck up. Yeah. And if they do what you want to them. Like, in that perspective, you're going, I dare somebody to fuck up.
Yeah, but is that... I technically, me personally, I don't think that perspective is even put out there. I mean, maybe behind closed doors, I've seen crazier shit happen.
Like people get power trips.
Oh, yeah, power trips,
like,
definitely.
Oh, I'm the boss.
But I don't think the chief or the sergeant or whoever is telling his officers, hey, man, this cap, whoop his ass if he starts mouthing off. I don't think that's it. I think what it really boils down to is that there's certain cats who take the job either wanting to do good or just wanting a career and ain't fit for the fucking job. They got some mental issues. They probably beat the shit out their wives and their kids and they bring that shit to work, or they wife whooping up and down the street. You know what I mean? Like they get home and the wife is all in their fucking ear, yelling, screaming, bitching, and then they go to work all frustrated and shit.
Right.
I just don't think everybody's fit to be that level-headed, and the job of a police officer is definitely to be as level-headed as possible. I think it's the individual who does it, not technically the department.
Not the department, yeah, but I'm saying like some people take that power trip and go, oh, you just gave me power over the people?
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Man. Like I watched this one video. I watched this video this morning, actually. It was in New York. This dude left his front door open and like 3 cops came inside and he told the cops like, all right, we can talk, but you're going to have to get the fuck out of my house. And he was like, no, now that I'm already in here, I want to take a look around. He was like, do you want a warrant? But he said, do you have a warrant? But just completely dodged his question and everything.
Right. Well, come on, man. I mean,
like the power trips.
It's a power trip. It's also like, you assume people don't know the fucking law, but right. I don't want to get too far into this. What I am saying is I think it's definitely an individual thing. As we've already stated, there's always been this study or this idea that crooked cops were like the motherfuckers who got their ass whooped up and down the schoolyard. And now they out for some get back.
They got bullied in high school.
Right. I don't know if that's completely true, but it makes sense from some of the way we see some of these cats acting, right? But then you also see honorable shit to where that dude was probably the high school quarterback and the fucking homecoming king. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, yo, I've always wanted to help people. Like you know what I mean? Like there's 2 sides to every fucking coin.
Yeah.
And again, like I'm one of the people who subscribes to the fact that there's probably 10 good cops in a department and 2 to 3 bad ones.
Right.
The 10 good cops do their job. They do it the right way. Never get any write-ups. People don't have no complaints about them. The 3 of them that do fuck up, give them a bad name, because in that department, you only hear about the negative shit. So the 3 fuck-ups are always doing some extra shit. And then people say, this department ain't shit. Not these cops ain't shit.
Right.
So it gives a bad name to the whole department. So the 10 motherfuckers who are doing good and really take their job serious and want to do things by the book and correctly and respect people never get their fucking flowers.
Right.
Because the 3 motherfuckers are playing games and making that shit.
Well, not even just like you can put it to a small department. You could just put it to the world in general.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to narrow it down to give you perspective on numbers.
Oh yeah, of course.
Know what I mean?
But at this point, it's kind of the world in general.
The world is fucked up.
Right.
What you mean?
Now all you see is just cops marking motherfuckers.
Do you feel like 9/11 callers should be responsible for the outcomes of certain situations?
I do.
That's a good point.
I do.
Have you guys watched that movie where the black lady and the white girl got kidnapped and she was like the 911 operator for her?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that reminded me of.
I ain't seen that movie.
I'm pretty sure you have because I think we watched it with Mom. I don't know why this part always stands out to me in that movie. He put her in the trunk and she finds a bucket of paint. She kicks out the tail light and she starts pouring it on the freeway.
Yeah. Oh,
you know that movie?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That was on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it was or some shit like that.
Okay,
but I do because you remember the first opening scene to that movie, John? Where it was how the 911 operator got the first girl killed because she called back after the girl hung up.
Yeah, she was hiding.
Was hiding and the phone rang. Oh no, she was hiding. I guess the call got disconnected and the girl was the operator was so worried that she called back when the killer was leaving the house and he heard the ring and then he eventually ended up finding the girl and killing her.
Okay.
So for what John said, like, what if she never done that? Maybe old girl would have still been alive, type shit. So
I'm not saying the 9/11 operators though. I'm talking about the people that call it in. Like they.
I was just gonna say, I'm sitting there listening to the story, going, "Bro, I hope he ties this together."
Yeah.
You had the wrong idea. People who call the cops, the Karens,
of the world, get people killed for saying there's a suspicious guy at the corner of my street, and he's just fucking waiting for his dog to catch up to him or something.
Right? Yeah, out of suspicion.
Yes.
Calling somebody now. There's a middle ground. If you calling somebody out of suspicion because you really think something's finna go down and you want to get the jump on it before it happens and get the police there first, okay. But I think it's become more of a climate where people are just comfortable saying, "I've never seen him before. I'm calling the cops."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? Man, I might be walking home taking a different route or who knows. But people are so fucking paranoid now.
I think that starts because people don't know their neighbors.
That's true. I know 0 of my neighbors. The only one I know is on my left-hand side.
I know all my neighbors.
I don't know none of them.
Yeah, I know.
I've met them. I've said hello, but you know.
Yeah, I say hi and shit.
I just feel like there's not enough people out and about. Like, sometimes waving at people in your neighborhood doesn't mean you're fucking crazy. Like, people wave all the time when I be outside. They're just like waving. I'm like, I don't know who that is. But it's a nice gesture.
Yeah, I do too, but I also need to see some type of two-way street on that, because I'll wave at a motherfucker and they kind of act like they need to wave back because I waved, and I'm like, well, okay, so next time it's on you. You give the wave, and then it never comes. I'm like, all right, well, you fucked that up.
Say it again, John.
I think it just catches people off guard. Like if somebody waves at me, I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't even wave back. I feel like an asshole.
The people across the street from me basically catch my eye and I'll wave. And then like, I can tell this man feels compelled to wave back. And I'm like, I didn't really do it like that. I seen you. I know you're my neighbor across the street. I'm a wave. But you can tell in his face that he's not really, he's like, oh God. You know what I mean? And especially, I don't want to be racist, but we definitely stand out in our neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you pulled up to my house before. Like,
yeah,
it's one of those neighborhoods,
and we're on the corner. That's the crazy.
And I kind of feel like the week we moved in, they were like, "Yo, so we're having this potluck out here that we do every summer. It's just to for everybody in the neighborhood. You should come." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll see." I wasn't coming out the house, bro.
That's why they judge you, though.
I understand that.
You fucked up. They gave you the invite.
They gave me the invite, and I said, "We'll see."
And now they're like, yeah, they just don't want to fuck with us.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, but that's the thing. I have never seen that potluck ever again. So I think it was kind of like a setup of like, well, somebody new moved in. Let's throw out, let's just throw a little party and see if they come outside and let's ask them some questions.
let's interview them in a party.
Absolutely. You feel me? And again, like the lady from across the street comes out and asks questions. When we first moved in, she kept asking about my daughter. Now, this is during the pandemic when we moved. So she's like, well, where does she go to school? What does she do? Yeah, I don't see her that often. I'm like, yeah, because it's a fucking pandemic. And I see your kids out here running around with, what was it, like the 3 weeks after we moved in? She was like, yeah, the kids haven't been outside because they caught COVID. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, so that's why my daughter don't play with your kids. You know what I mean? And she's a girl. And nobody, she's like the only girl out of all the boys in the neighborhood. So it's like, what's she gonna do? Play fucking cops and robbers with your young boys?
And them kids be all up in the fucking street.
Yeah. But
and regardless, fucking driveway. I hate that shit.
Wait, let me get this off and we'll talk about it. My point being is that I don't fuck with certain people who are too nosy. That's just how I was brought up. You ask too many questions. You acting like you just need to know all my business.
Yeah, no.
I live here. You see me, my wife, my kids. We say hello. We wave. We're cordial. That's all you need to know. I don't need you in my house or whatever the fuck or in my face asking me questions. Like your questions, I don't ask you questions. I don't care.
They just think your house is too nice for you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it basically boils down to.
Yeah.
That's what it was. They're like, yo, how do you do that?
Well, because they see me pull up with some of my friends and shit, and they're like, look at that scat on my eye.
Oh well.
Of course. Man. You got your music blasting. They're like, I can't wait till they move.
Hey, bro, listen. First of all, I know y'all houses cost 1.2, whatever it is. So you understand that if I'm renting the house across the street from you, maybe I didn't buy it, but I'm for surely not renting it for $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So just understand I handle my fucking business. And I'm up before you motherfuckers, and I'm coming home by the time y'all pulling up with these kids. You see me in my work uniform. You see me pulling up in my shitty ass little car that I drive to work. You know what the score is. You see my wife leave every morning to go to work. Right. You know what I mean? Like you
see my ass leave at the afternoon.
You see this cat leaving in his little polo for his job. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to understand that this is a house full of working people. So yeah, we handle our fucking business. If that's not a responsible household with just some people you ain't got to worry about, then if you ain't answering your own questions, go fuck yourself. That's how I kind of feel.
Yeah, because you really don't, unless like we have a certain mutual interest, like our old neighbor. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah,
old bro. Like old bro was cool. We fucked with old bro.
Yeah. But again, I don't know, man. I really don't like to put myself in that thing because I have friends who are of all fucking races, backgrounds, nationalities. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't put myself in that spot. Right. But where we used to stay was nothing but black folks. Oh yeah. And it was just easy to talk to these people. In our new neighborhood, it's a lot of snooty nosed motherfuckers who feel as I don't even know what you doing here type shit. Yeah. So I don't like that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like people who come up. The lady across the street, she's nosy, but she's cordial. She's nice. Oh, yeah, so when I see her, I say hello.
Right.
Her husband is silent and a motherfucker. So fuck you, cuz. I'm just gonna treat you how you treat me.
I feel like it's more me. It's like if a neighbor wave or say like, "Oh, hi," I'll be like, "Hi, how you doing?"
Hey, man, the dude next door, great dude. Like that's the only person I fuck with because when this shit happened with your car, he was like, "Hey, the police asked me for the video for my Ring doorbell. I gave it to them, so I only feel right that I give it to you too, bro. I appreciate that. We go out of town. Hey, man, can you keep an eye on the house? Absolutely. The first day we moved in, he comes over with the baby in his arms and the little girl and the wife. Like they made a little trip out of it. Right. Hey, how you doing? My name is Whoop Whoop Whoop. We live next door. What's your name? That was a thing, man. Like I saw that. It was like, hey, I'm gonna live next door to you. We might as well get to know each other.
Right.
And I fuck with it.
You're all right.
And he was nice about it. Plus, like the parking between the two houses. What happens? You gotta, you share parking with him. So he's like, hey, can you just do me a favor? Pull up a little further so we can share this spot. He didn't get all mad and block it or nothing like that.
No.
He's like a man. Hey, bro, so can we, I be having company. I like them to park here too. I ain't gonna tell you to move, but can we share that? Fuck yeah.
All right.
It's shit like that.
Yeah.
All of our other neighbors are real snotty nosed motherfuckers, and I just don't get along with people like that.
And I also feel like you like Brez Beamer.
Oh yeah, his M2 is hard as a motherfucker. Yeah, but again, everybody else there is just kind of, I don't know, they own some other shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, our old house compared to was all brothers and sisters, and they used to come by, and nobody had a fucking attitude.
Right.
What, old girl came because you put her garbage cans in and gave you a whole ass iPad.
Bro, I remember that shit.
She was like, "Hey, it's my self-reflection month. I see you put my garbage cans back in for me the other day. I want to give you this," and it was a brand new fucking iPad. I was like, "Yo,
God, I remember that. That shit was like literally the most that
was some crazy shit.
That was so fucking crazy.
And that was a sister that did that.
Oh yeah, it was a sister. I remember because it was just me and Adrian at home. I was I was asleep too. She was like, "Somebody's at the door." I'm like, "Who the fuck is at the door right now?" I look out the window. I'm like, "Okay, it's a black woman." And then she's just like, "Hi, how you doing? I just want to put my trash cans in." It's like, I forgot what she said, but she was like, "I'm giving back," like,
self-reflection or some shit.
Some shit like that. And she was like, "So I seen you put my garbage cans in, just wanted to give you this just as a thank you gift." I was like, brand new plastic wrap, bro.
I remember I told you to go back. I was like, "Bro, go back over there and say, ma'am, are you sure you want me to have this?" Because I was like, "Bro, that's crazy."
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
But everybody there was real cool.
Yeah, everybody there was dope. I fucked with everybody.
Everybody that passed by your house, "Hey, what's going on?" They waving, fuck, man. People were, bringing us fucking, "Oh, we barbecued."
Oh yeah, I remember I was outside in the back because we had this little, I forgot what
common area.
Yeah, common area, and Bro was barbecuing. I was sitting back there smoking. We just had like a 20-minute conversation.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like I said, man, I get along with everybody, but it seemed, and I'm not going to put nationality into this in our new neighborhood, but definitely there is a don't say shit.
I feel like it's a you thing, not a me thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a you thing, not a me thing. Because we get
along with everybody,
and everybody.
But in this neighborhood, for some reason, we just look out of place and they look down on us.
Yeah.
Now, John said it. They gave you the invite. You never came. You fucked it up. Too bad.
Maybe. Yeah.
Too bad.
I got shit to do.
I got shit to do.
I really don't want to know you guys.
It's not even that. I have shit to do. When it's convenient for me, I'll come outside. And I've come outside and talked to them cats.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody acts like I really don't want to talk now. So it's like, okay, cool. I'll talk to my motherfucking neighbor over here on the left. And that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah. Don't really need to be friends with you.
And come through with a fucking problem, bro. Show me it's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna do that. No. So let's just keep it where it is. You ain't gonna say shit. I ain't finna say shit. It's good. But John, your point has been made. Neighbors don't know neighbors the same way. And again, I kind of feel like all of my neighborhood is cool with everybody else except for us. So I'll accept that. You know what I'm saying? I accept it. Yeah. But we are a little bit extra in the shit we do. We pull up slapping. So I put my music down.
I put it down.
But I know that they probably smell a lot of reefer coming from my backyard and shit. And they're probably like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But hey, man, we in this fucking luxury of our home. I can do what the fuck I want. I ain't cooking fucking heroin or cooking crank. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just smoking some tree.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, chill out.
Our neighborhood is, I don't think I've ever told you this story, but one time me and Majay, I forgot where we were going, but we were coming out the house and leaving out our driveway, taking that left up, that corner spot right there on the left where that pole's at.
Yeah.
Bruh, there was a kid nowhere, couldn't be older than 2 years old.
You told this story.
Oh, I did tell you on here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but that shit was just like so...
Yeah. He's just by himself.
Right.
But that's the kind of neighborhood it is.
Yeah, it was.
But that's a busy-ass street to be by yourself as a 2-year-old.
It was more or less like, bro, are you good? I really spun the block. I was like, bro, are you sure your parents are coming?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's a good thing to do. That's nothing wrong with that. You're just making sure. That's human shit.
I know, bro, I felt a little weirded out. Because I went up to him when we were driving. I'm like, bro, you good? And then I sat there. I'm like, bro, I really hope nobody tries to take this kid. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's humanitarian shit. It seems weird, but you'd rather be looking like a weirdo than fucking what happens if that kid gets kidnapped and
you hear about it on the fucking
you'd feel guilty.
Yeah, I feel like there's a big ultimatum there. Like, do I stop and like try to genuinely help this kid?
Right.
And look like I'm kidnapping him, or do I like just keep it lit and mind my own?
Yeah, because definitely, I would have, if 2 weeks later I would have heard some shit like,
yeah,
bro,
that shit would have hurt.
Like, yeah, kids like fall down storm drains and all types of shit sometimes.
Right, like that shit would have felt like I know just thinking about it kind of like I would have felt so wrong.
No, it's good, man. That's you have a very good heart, and there's nothing you can't. Don't ever be like, don't ever just go with your gut. Like you did what you did, and your gut was telling you, yeah, I should go back around and flip a bitch and see what's going on. Go with your gut. Yeah. Because again, if something would have happened, you'd have felt way worse than just looking a little sus. And like, hey, what's up, man? You know what I mean? It's not like he was fucking trying to get him in the car with candy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, yeah, fuck that. And again, like I said, we already talked about this. Somebody could have called the cops on you.
Right. That's
I see this guy
I was going to bring up
talking to this 2-year-old. He looks like he's going to kidnap him. It's kind of like, to a perspective, and again, stereotypes play into this. That neighbor would have been like, I seen these 2 black kids trying to kidnap this young Asian kid. No, the fuck I wasn't. Yeah. I came back to make sure he was okay. Had you even opened the window to listen to the conversation or stopped and watched or anything, but they're automatically going to assume that 2 black kids are up to no good.
I feel like because it's not an everyday thing, no one's trained to life throws you these weird scenarios that you have no experience in.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Sure. Like somebody would be like, oh shit, there's a kid, no adults around.
Right.
Like, let me throw him in my car and drive around, look for his parents.
Right.
No, that looks super crazy.
Right.
Instead of just pulling over, turning your hazards on, maybe stand next to him for a few minutes, like looking around, making sure like, hey, yo, are parents coming or what's going on?
That's true. That's true. Definitely the difference in like putting the hazards on and making yourself a spectacle. It's like, bro, why would I put on my hazard lights and stand outside the car if I was trying to get this kid to get in the car?
Instead of just like driving down the street next to him. Like, hey, where your parents at?
We're also talking about a 17-year-old who doesn't have that much gumption. So,
right. And I'm just saying like the neighbor aspect, like, if I see that, I'm going, okay, maybe this dude's trying to help.
The cold part is that most of the time I feel like this is not a real statistic, but I feel like most of the time the people who are calling the cops on you are old folks. And the ironic part of that is back in the day when they were young, the whole fucking neighborhood watched out for each other. Right. So they've gotten this jaded perspective now where they've changed their ways. But before, they wouldn't have called the fucking cops. They would have went out there and said, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because they were actively patrolling the community. I used to get my ass whooped by neighbors. They'd spank my ass, call my grandma and say, he's on his way home. He was fucking around climbing this tree over here, broke a bunch of branches, boop, boop, boop. And then I get home, and, because they'd swap me on the ass and say, go home to your grandma. And then I get home from my grandma and she whooped my ass. So it was like a whole, the old outage of It Takes a Village was definitely in full effect back when I was young. And before that was the same shit. Like you hear people talk about, hey, we had to be home by the time the street lights came on.
Right.
It was just a normal thing. Like, I don't care where you at. My dad used to let me and your auntie come out the house. Get the fuck out. Don't come back till dinner time or the street lights come on. I don't even care where you are. I don't care how far you go because there was nothing to worry about.
Right.
You feel me? But it's changed a lot. So again, old folks from back there in that era, I feel like they should know better and at least be like, hey, what's going on? And you could have just hollered out, hey, well, I'm just trying to figure out where his parents are. He's pretty young. And then now you got 2 sets of adults looking out for this young child. Takes a village.
Right.
Instead, we now looking at you going, what you don't look, what you doing out there with that kid?
Right.
So things have changed a lot and it becomes a definite, there's a different dynamic, but it's unfortunate. I liked it better when you could just, trust people, but motherfuckers do make it hard to trust people too.
Oh yeah.
Let's not act like these old folks just get it out of thin air.
Oh no.
There's a lot of shit jumping off.
Bro, the serial killers, like those documentaries, I forgot who it was, but the motherfucker who females like used to find hella attractive, and that's how he would lure them in, like with his charm and shit. And then James Bundy,
black dude.
It was a serial killer from back in the day. Some dude who
just James Bundy.
Some shit, bro. I don't remember what.
I understand.
He would persuade him into coming back with him, and that's how he got him.
Okay. I mean, it's crazy, bro.
Right.
And you got a little sister, so you understand. Like some of these motherfuckers, bro. I'm definitely flexing on anybody coming to the house, like to pick my daughter up or any of that shit when she gets to that age.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm probably gonna have
like that one scene from
Bad Boys.
No, the one heist movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With 50 Cent in them.
50 Cent and
Ice
Gerard
Cube,
Butler or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude comes to the house to pick her up for prom or whatever, and them cats is all in this. He took him in the garage, with all the Samoans and shit,
with all the big ass Samoans.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. We flexing for sure.
No, it's not Train. Now I need to figure out that.
It doesn't matter the movie because you're gonna sit here and do this and just slow down the podcast trying to think of a fucking name. You know what I mean? Like, stop it. It's a movie with 50 Cent, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and Gerard Butler.
Oh, and
look
dude
it up.
Who played what's his name in 8 Mile? I forgot his name.
See, we're not doing that either. Now you're just trying to guess actors. Stop, bro. You're throwing us right down a fucking rabbit hole.
All right.
Jesus, Lord have mercy. Yeah, man. Shit's changed. Yeah. And hey, whatever. But this is all I got on my plate. I feel like we talked about a lot of shit today.
Oh yeah, we was on it today.
And
this episode. This is Dub.
Dub.
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves.
Round of applause.
Fucking John.
I know it was going to sit there and bother
Round of applause. It was still sitting in my head.
Den of Thieves. Yeah, man. Episode 20 in the hole. Bam.
Dub is out.
So as we already said, we're gonna take a little time off. I talked to Doug, and he said he's down to fill in for me. So I talked to John. John said he's fucking with it. It's good. So we'll get on the horn. We might have a co-host with DeAndre as I will be gone for a week. And then from there on, you will see our little studio change a little bit. We're going to make some little tweaks to the podcast. We're going to call this our pilot season. And from
pilot season,
from episode 21 on, we'll be making some changes. So give us
scenery.
Give us everything. 2, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. However long it takes. We want to make our shit titties. And then we'll be back. I'm not going to put a timeline on it, but
whenever it feel right.
Yeah. The season has ended, and we're going to keep it moving. We're going to add some new channels. We're going to add some new shit, new content. And we just need some time to talk that over, make some checks and balances, and figure shit out. So from us to you, the Generational Gap Podcast, episode 20, in the hole. And
this has been Dub.
And
we're coming with some new shit.
All right. So that's it for us for this week.
For season 1. Ending it on Dub.
Fucking Dub. Can you sign us the fuck out of here, please? It was just one of
those things.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you for watching Dub. Thank you. Oh, wait. Thank you for fucking with us. I almost fucked it up.
You did fuck it up.
Okay.
How did you fuck up the Dub?
Thank you for watching episode Dub. And sincerely from us, we want to thank you for fucking with us.
There it is. I like that. Peace.